Well, good day. Hello, my name's Terry Glover. I'm the mayor of the township of Lake of Bays in Muskoka, and I'm here with a local hero. I'm here with Glen Maynard. Now, Glen, you are a captain, do I have that right? Or you're a chief?
They call me a station chief, which means I'm in charge of this particular station.
So, I'm sorry I got that wrong. You're a station chief, and this station is Station
4.
Station 4. It was originally Station 40, wasn't it, up till now?
Yep.
Anyway, Glen has written a book. He's written a book about the history of this station and what some real interesting stories and so on and so forth. And we're here to promote the book. Now, Glen, I want to ask you first, what does it mean to you to be a firefighter in the township of Lake of Bays?
It's a great honor to be a firefighter. We're paid on call, or we used to call us volunteers. And I work with a fabulous group of people, and we train hard, and we respond to about 100 calls a year. So it's interesting, and it can be very busy, especially in the summer.
So you're always on call, I guess. Like you know, it's a funny thing. I was driving here today, thinking, you know, I'm on call as well, but not quite the same way. But I mean, I know that edge, you know, where you're always thinking, boy, you know, a call could come at any time. And I thought, if we're filming this and a call comes in, it might get quite exciting. But we'll see how it goes. At any rate, Glen, why would you write the book now? Why did you think you wanted to write the book now? And I certainly hope it doesn't mean you're going to retire.
Judy Vancliffe, a local lady, also wrote a book on just the general history of the town this year. And she came to me and asked me to write a chapter for the fire department. And once I got into researching and writing stuff down, I just decided it needed more than just a chapter in her book, so I did one of my own.
Well, I tell you, it's very exciting. I did have a good read. I didn't read it entirely, but there's a lot of really cool stories and interesting people in the book, and a lot of faces, and it's good to see all the local people that you know and love in the book. Glen, is there any story in the book? I mean, you got a number of stories about, you know, different fires, things that happened. Any one story that stands out?
Probably the Lincoln Lodge fire it was the biggest fire I've ever been involved in. I had a lot of personal connections with the building, and it was a major fire. We were out 11 o'clock at night until about 5 the next night, so it was a pretty big deal.
And what time of year was it? Was it cooler?
September. Early September.
Yeah, I do recall the fire. I do recall the smoke. I came around and had a quick look at it. But you have a lot of history, I guess, with the lodge there, and so it must, and of course, history with the whole area. It must hit you hard sometimes when you go to some of these fires.
Yeah, it does. It was a lot of local landmarks that you kind of expected to see there forever, and then they're gone.
Is there anything in the book you might have forgot to add? Is there anything that you thought, you know what, after you wrote the book, geez, I should have wrote that?
There's dozens of stories I could have used, but I tried to stay away from, people may not want their name or in a book involved in what happened, so I've tried to just stay to general stories about happenings around the town and with the department. Has firefighting changed, Glen? I mean, as you go through the book, folks, and you're going to enjoy it, Glen has a picture of an original pump. Originally, some of the photos are of a lean-to type thing. I don't know, it looked like you kind of almost took out a library book as you fought the fire. I mean, it was rough going at the beginning, Glen. Have things changed dramatically since you began? Oh yeah, vastly. So the equipment and the facilities we have, the first hall that I ever worked out of was, as you said, was attached to where the library was next door here. And if you wanted to have a meeting, you put the truck outside. There was just no room for anything. There was no washrooms. There was no anything like that involved. There's no training room. So we now have a facility here that will house 3 trucks, and it has a training room and washrooms and showers and everything you need to do your job.
Well, I got to say, folks, this is a great read. It's a wonderful, wonderful Christmas gift. We're going to provide some links and contact information at the bottom. We're going to try and help Glen distribute some of these books. I got to recommend it to everybody, all firefighters everywhere. And certainly firefighters in our area, in Huntsville Lake of Bays, and all around Muskoka. You'll find it an interesting read, and certainly you historians. And thank you, Judy Vancliffe, for spurring on this idea. So I want to say thank you so much, Glen. Thank you so much for all that you've done for the community, for the township. You'll always see Glen out there. He's out there at remembrance celebrations. He's out there in parades.
he's always leading the troops, and we sure appreciate everything you've done, Glen, for the township. So thank you so much, and I really want to thank you for doing this today with me.
Thank you very much, sir.
So have yourself a great day, folks, and we'll leave all the links at the bottom of the page so you might be able to get yourself a copy of this book before they're sold out.